Hey everyone, I'm going to try to get through this really quickly because if you guys caught my last live about Janelle Eason filing for a divorce, you guys saw my daughter was in here with me trying to mess with everything. So I'm going to try to get through this very quickly. It's been previously reported by myself, the Ashley Reality Roundup, and other media outlets that Amber Portwood accepted a plea deal. She was in court today. It looks like the papers for the plea deal was actually signed in her lawyer's office last Friday, and it did allow her to escape any jail time. She did have to plead guilty to some charges, but all of her felony charges were dismissed and pleaded down, all except for one. Amber received a series of extensive probational conditions, and we're going to go through each of the charges, and I'm getting my information from the Reality Roundup. So on count one, which is domestic battery with a prior conviction for the same offense, the court determined the conviction can be dismissed at a hearing set 2.5 years in the future if Amber successfully completes probation. So this is saying that she is put on probation for 2.5. Count two, which is criminal recklessness committed with a deadly weapon. Count three, which is domestic battery committed in the presence of a child less than 16 years old, was also dismissed. Count four, which was intimidation, habitual felony offender, and Amber took a plea deal on. Count four will be given alternative misdemeanor sentence upon the defendant's successful completion of probation. Amber was sentenced to 910 days in county jail, but 906 of those days were suspended, which means she doesn't actually have to go to jail for them. As for the other four, she was given 2 days for credit for time served. So it looks like she may actually have to appear. She may have 2 days in jail. Whether she will actually go behind bars is unknown. But she received a sentencing of 910 days in the county jail. 906 were suspended. She got credit for time served. Here, baby. Amber was also given some pretty heavy-duty probation terms. According to court records, she will be on probation for 906 days. During that time, she's not allowed to do any of the following. She cannot leave Marion County, Indiana, or the state of Indiana unless it's for employment purposes. If Amber wants to leave the area for any reasons other than work, she will have to get it approved in advance. Like a judge will have to sign off on that. She cannot contact Andrew other through that. So Andrew and Amber are allowed to communicate through the Our Family Wizard custody app when it comes to their son James. She is allowed to see Andrew while handing James off for custody exchanges. So they can meet up, but they can't actually speak. They just have to exchange the child. It says, however, this term of probation can be modified upon written request and after a hearing. The temporary no contact order in place was dismissed and a new permanent one was drawn up on Thursday. So there was a no contact order, but it was temporary that was put in place, and now it's a permanent one. As part of Amber's probation, she must complete the following things. She has to attend court-ordered parenting classes as well as battery intervention program classes through her current doctor or treatment providers. She must allow the probation officer to have access to her mental health records. She must undergo a mental health and psychological evaluation and treatment. She must undergo a substance abuse evaluation. She must submit a urinalysis as well as random urine and breath testing that will be done at the request of her probation officer at least once a month. She will only have a maximum of 24 hours notice. Amber must be done at an approved testing facility and have the results released directly to her probation officer. Even if Amber is out of state for work, she must do the test and show proof to her PO. She has to pay a fine of $280, which she paid on Thursday. That was like court fees. Amber and Andrew have yet to really publicly comment. They have not commented on the court hearing. The Ashley reached out to Amber's camp for comment, and we'll update when there's more information. So that's what's going on, you guys. It looks like the lollipop probably will touch my hair. It looks like she could possibly spend 2 days, or that she's supposed to spend 2 days in jail, but I look for her to get out of that. I don't really think that's going to happen. We will see. Sorry, I got sticky on me. So she's got 2.5 years probation. She has to undergo psychological evaluation, undergo mental health evaluation, undergo a substance abuse evaluation. I think these are all good things. I would love to see, I think the mental health and psychological evaluation is awesome because, you know, there has to be some sort of disconnect for her to react the way that she acts. And she does have borderline personality disorder. And I guess it's just a matter of, was she taking her medication at the time? Was she on the right medication? Hold on one second, you guys. I love you. I love you. Here, Mama. Ah! I guess maybe I need to redo the title of my video because I did say she escaped or she avoided jail time, but it actually does say in this report that all the jail time was suspended or given for time served, with the exception of 2 days. I personally don't think she's going to go to jail for those 2 days, but we'll see. I'm going to be keeping up with this. Someone mentioned something about a 5-year suspended sentence. I'm reading directly from the Ashley Reality Roundup, you guys. And the Ashley has very reliable sources, so I'm not sure, you know, as far as anything else. But I know the Ashley usually gets like court documents, or she sees the court documents somehow. So that's what I'm just gonna, I've kind of learned my lesson with reporting on things that have not really been verified, or, you know, just kind of going off on a whim and hearing something and reporting it. I've kind of learned my lesson on that. And from now on, I'm going to stick to reporting what the Ashley posts, because I feel like the Ashley, she has really good sources, and I've never heard of her being incorrect yet. So that's what I'm going to go with, you guys. I will go right back over everything really quick for anyone that just joined. If she does serve any jail time, it's 2 days at the max. I don't look for her to do that. I feel like something will happen. She will somehow. Andrew does have James. That was handled already at a earlier court date earlier this month. That James, that Andrew was awarded like primary custodial parent or primary domicile parent. And they, even though he's primary, they do share joint custody, but he kind of gets to, like, he gets to handle everything. Like, Amber gets, I think it was 3 days. 1 day being like 10 hours. I'll have to look that back up just to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct information. But the Ashley is reporting that the paperwork for the plea deal was signed last Friday in Amber's attorney's office, and all the felony charges were dismissed or Amber pleaded down, with the exception of one. And I'm repeating this for the people that are just joining, you guys. One, the domestic battery charge with a prior conviction for the same offense, the court determined that conviction can be dismissed at a hearing set 2.5 years in the future if Amber successfully completes probation. Count 2, criminal recklessness committed with a deadly weapon. That was dismissed. That was completely dismissed. Count 3, domestic battery committed in the presence of a child less than 16. Completely dismissed. Count 4, intimidation and habitual felony offender enhancement, which means this is not the first time. Habitual felony offender, that means that she has committed, like, I think that means she has committed this crime multiple times, because habitual offender means that it's been a repeated offense. So she took the plea deal on that. Count 4 will be given alternative misdemeanor sentencing upon the defendant's successful completion of probation. Like I said, she was sentenced to 910 days in county jail, with 906 of those days being suspended. As for the other 4, she was given 2 days credit for time served, and 2 days she'll have to serve in jail. Whether or not she actually has to go behind bars, that we will see about that. We'll see. She cannot leave Indiana unless it's for work. She has to get it approved. She can only contact Andrew through the Our Family Wizard app. She is allowed to see Andrew while handing James over for custody. Custody exchanges only. The temporary no contact order was dismissed and a new permanent one was drawn up on Thursday. She has to complete the parenting classes, a battery intervention program class, her mental health treatment records. She must undergo mental health and psychological evaluation and treatment, undergo a substance abuse evaluation, and submit a drug test only with a 24-hour notice. Even if she is out of town for work, she still has to submit the drug test, and the drug test will be released directly to her probation officer. And then she paid a $285 fee. And I will really quick look up the custody agreement really quick and go over that. Give me just a second while I find this, you guys. I know I have it here somewhere. So what do you guys think about those? Just do you guys, and those dismissed? How do you guys feel about that? I do want to say this. Matt Byer has said all along, he said she won't get jail time. She won't get jail time. She's going to take a plea. She's going to take a plea. She's going to take a plea. The entire time, ever since I first started speaking to Matt, he has been telling me that she was going to take a plea. I don't know if he has some inside knowledge to this. He's never told me that, but he has told me, there he is right there in the comment section. He has said from day one that take a plea, she will not receive any jail time. How you doing, Matt? So we'll go over the custody agreement really quick. And this is, I'm going right off the Ashley. It reported that Andrew, who is the dad, agreed to stay put in Indiana, even though he filed the request to leave. Oh, wait, this must be an old one. Where is the custody agreement? Okay, so let me see. The Ashley, when they obtained the mediation agreement, it had been made earlier this month. It was made between Andrew, Amber, and the Department of Child Services, DCS. It states that Andrew will have primary physical custody of James, but Amber and Andrew will share joint legal custody. Amber will be permitted to have parenting time with James. She is to follow the Indiana rules for parenting time of a child under 3, which states that Amber gets James on 3 non-consecutive days per week, with one most likely being on the weekend, for 10 hours. The other days, visits will only be for 3 hours. All scheduled holidays for 8 hours, as long as James is returned an hour before his bedtime. This means that all the holidays that they agreed, Amber will have, not all holidays in general. Overnight once a week, but only if Amber has exercised regular care responsibilities for the child. Now here it did say that a parenting coordinator will help transport James to do the for Amber to have the parenting time, that will be handled by a parenting coordinator. But now it's saying that can actually be handled by Andrew, and that's the only time they can see each other without her being in default of the permanent restraining order, that they can see each other when they are exchanging the boy. Amber agreed that James would not be filmed, that nobody would share photos of James on social media. They also agreed, this is the custody app thing again, so Andrew will be responsible for providing insurance on James. MTV and Viacom does not offer insurance. It's up to the cast members to take out insurance on themselves. Amber and Andrew agreed that Amber will claim James as a dependent on her taxes for 2019, but that they would decide about future years at a later date. Now, as far as child support, I don't really remember seeing anything about child support, so I'll have to look into that later. I'm going to be going live tonight for Jersey Shore. If I do come across any more information, I will be sure to let you guys know. But I haven't really had time in this live or the live earlier to really talk to you guys, because I'm terrified Kennedy's going to come in here and try to pull everything down. But I'm going to hang out for just a minute and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Let me get in there. Are you guys surprised that Amber, this is not Amber's first offense with a charge like this for domestic violence, or a domestic violence type charge. It's not her first offense, so I'm kind of shocked that she is not getting any type of jail time. However, like I said, Matt was saying the entire time that this is what would happen. Are you a psychic or something, Matt? What is up with that? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. You guys, I do want to ask for everyone in the chat to be nice to anyone else in the chat. And I do want to say, Matt lives on his own and takes care of himself, and was taking care of himself financially before he got with Amber. Matt never tried to, like, when things come out about Matt, he never really tried to defend himself, because he did not want the narrative to change from Amber to him. Like, he didn't want all the focus to be on him, even though a lot of the time it was on him. He did not defend himself that much. When I've personally gotten to know Matt, and he is an awesome person. He takes care of himself. He does fine for himself. Just because a man lives with a woman and they can, have a job where they're on TV, it doesn't matter if the woman got him the job. It doesn't matter. I can honestly say, if I was single and I met a guy that was on TV, and if he told me, hey, you can be on TV with me and you'll get paid for it, I would be like, absolutely, positively, why not? Why not get paid to just, hang out at the house? That would be completely okay with me. I'm not going to blame Matt for anything. I don't think he done anything wrong taking the job that he took. And Amber actually, she seen to it that Matt, got paid the way that he should have gotten paid. Amber was completely okay with Matt getting paid to be on MTV. She was completely fine with that. She was the one that, she wanted him to get paid for it. She brought him in. At first, Matt didn't even want to be on the show, really. And Matt, I hope you're not getting mad at me for airing any of this. It's just I do I don't like to see, you know, someone say things like that, because Matt is a really good friend of mine now. We literally talk like every day pretty much. So Matt, you have a lot of love and support. You know we love and support you. You are a part of the Bass Turds, and we love you, darling. So, you guys just remember to be nice. Matt said, anyone know of any good inmates? I hear love after lockup pays well. And according to what I just heard, he's not hurting. I do tend to want to defend people that I care about. So you guys, I do have to say I'm pretty, I for sure 1,000% thought there's no way she's not going to get jail time for this. She will absolutely positively get jail time for this. So the fact that when Matt told me not long after I don't know, you may have told me on the first night that we talked on the phone, she's not going to get jail time. She's going to take a plea. And this is what will happen. You guys remember in the live stream on Instagram that Amber done when she said, oh, just wait till the 31st. Just wait till the 31st. I can't wait. That's because she's going to go on a live stream sometime soon, you know, saying that if she was guilty of all these charges, she would be in jail. Matt says, guys, on a serious note, she will 100% not violate her probation. Hey, Matt, do you think she will be able to stay sober during this time? Like, do you think she'll be able to pass her drug test? Because a lot of people do say she does smoke weed, like, on a daily basis. And unless she has, like, a medical marijuana license, I think, you know, she was on probation before. Wait, maybe she wasn't. When she got out of jail last time, was she on probation? Yeah, she knew she wouldn't be held accountable. Okay, remember she was on parole, which is more strict, and she did just fine. Over 2 years, the court will always find a reason to violate. How do you know that with certainty, Matt? I can see, you know, I just think Matt knows her better than we all do. So I think he does think, you know, he thinks he has seen her do things that probably we would say in a second, no way she could do that. And one thing about Amber, I think there are certain things that she will go to the end of the earth to try to do, like make herself look good on TV. I think she tried her best, like these last few episodes, to make herself look good on TV. I think the situation that happened with Gary, it really taught her a lesson on how not to act with the cameras there. And that's why everybody says she has control, because she would not act a certain way with the cameras there anymore. Hey, 420 Flower Power. We are just going over the situation with Amber. She took a plea deal. She avoided major jail time. She was sentenced to 900 and, let me go back in here. Let me see how many days she was sentenced to. 910 days in the county jail, but 906 of those days were suspended. The other 4 days, she was given credit for time served for 2 of those days. So she may have to go to jail for 2 days, but we'll wait and see if that actually happens. I love Christina. I love Christina. So, you guys, I hear Kennedy. She's coming. She's going to be coming in here soon. How do I always go to that? Yes, she did take the plea deal. This plea deal was signed last Friday. It wasn't long after that. I mean, just earlier in the week. What day was it that Amber went on the live stream and went on this rant about someone texted me saying that I knew them and thought I was talking about them on a live stream, but I wasn't talking about them. And then she like drug Matt through the mud. You know what? You know, Matt, I do not think that Matt has drug her through the mud at all. I think he's been very honest about a lot of things, even some things we don't like to hear. Oh, hold on 1 second, you guys. Come here, Mama. Are you playing the PlayStation? I'm so sorry. I literally don't ever have time to edit out my live streams. I gotta make time for that. Yeah, I don't think Matt has ever drug Amber through the mud. I think he's very cautious. Matt has, you know, been in a position that we've never been in as far as being in the spotlight and seeing how it can affect someone to be talked about when people don't really know you. You know, people just assume all these things that they hear about you are true. So I think that I just don't see things that aren't true to satisfy people's blood. Yeah, I think, I personally think, I mean, there's been times that he's said, you know, those audios were real. That is really a part of her, but that's not the only part of her. And I think a lot of people, they do want to believe that that is the only part of her. I was getting to a space where I was feeling like bad for her for being like attacked so much. People say really mean and cruel things. Like people wish death upon her. And I don't think that is right. And that's why I reached out to her personally, because I was like, oh my goodness. Even though, hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to get off this live stream. I'm so sorry, you guys. Even though I definitely think Andrew was a victim, 1,000%. My concern is more with the babies, with Leah and James. Come here, Mama. Come sit with me. Oh, you put your shoe on the wrong foot. My concern is more with the kids, but I was starting to feel like, oh my goodness, no matter what, you know, people are just like saying they wish her death. They are saying really, really mean things to her, and I just felt compelled to like reach out to her. I made it clear that like I didn't agree with a lot of things that she done, and that I wasn't gonna lie and, you know, message her and just act like I was like this big fan that, you know, that supported her and everything that she done. That was not the case. I was very clear about that, you know. But rather than her like extending the olive branch and saying like thank you for not attacking me, and saying, you know, she don't take accountability. That's what it is. Because I said I didn't agree with like things that she done, I think that's what made her mad at me. Because I don't know, because I was very nice in the message. I just was honest though and said I didn't agree with things that she done. So she likes looking at mommy sometimes. So you guys, but hearing the way, like the fact that my text made her mad, hearing her change the message up and saying that someone texted me saying that I should know them. I never said that she should know me. I said, like, my name is Leslie Bass. I'm a YouTuber. I don't know if you know me. You know, I don't know if you've ever heard of me. And, you know, I thought maybe it was a possibility that she had, because it had been speculated that some of her live streams, she was talking about myself and Without a Crystal Ball. So I thought maybe she does, maybe she don't. I don't know. But anyways, the way she went on live and like the way that she said, that the way the text messages went was just not the truth. It was kind of twisted a little bit. And then she was attacking people on the live streams. People that weren't even really saying things about her. They were just saying, like, take accountability. Now, some people were saying really mean things. Some people were saying really, really, really mean things, but not all people were. And she literally, like, went into attack mode. I think that's the issue with Amber. She goes into attack mode instantly with people, even if people are not trying to be mean. You know, even if people are just trying to say, like, hey, girl, like, something's not happening right, you know, like, for you to, the things that you said to Andrew, like the way we've seen you treat Matt, the way we've seen you treat Gary, like, it's been years and years and years, and you're still treating your men like this, and now there's like another child involved that this is happening in front of. She gets mad about if you talk about that, apparently. So, I don't know, you guys. I am shocked. I do want to see if she spends the 2 days in jail. We'll see. Yeah, when you're being attacked from every single angle, attack mode becomes a natural defense. And I think that's what it is for Amber. But I just think a lot of people want her to take accountability. You know, a lot of people want to hear her say, yes, what I done was wrong. Yes, the way I treated Gary was wrong. The way I treated Andrew was wrong. The way I treated Matt was wrong. I think that's what a lot of people would like to hear, but instead she's like, they used me, they stole my money, they done X, Y, Z. I don't think I've ever seen Matt, Gary, or Andrew do anything as worse to her, like anything that bad to her. Like, what she's done to them is way worse. So we can be, she wants us to be mad at these guys who she brought into this lifestyle. She got them on the show. And now she's mad that they made money from the show that she brought him into. Now they stole from her just because they made money off her show. You know, I don't know. It's like, to me, like, I think Amber likes to try to manipulate her, like, her followers or the people that listen to her to make them believe that these men actually stole from her, that these men were abusive to her, that these men were doing X, Y, Z, when I just wish she would take accountability. I'm so sorry. No, hold on. Here, you can play with this one, baby. You want to play with that one, Mama? Here. Well, you can't play with this one. Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry I can't really hang out. Mommy duty. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update. I will be back tonight after Lil Mama goes to bed. She's going to go to bed tonight after trick-or-treating, and I'm going to go live and do my Jersey Shore live stream. No. She said no. Yes. And hopefully that one will be a little bit better. But, yeah, if I find out anything else, I may not be able to come live anymore today until tonight, but I will update you guys on the community page of my channel. So I hope everyone has a happy Halloween, and until tonight, I love you guys so much. Bye, everyone.